7 years ago, the desperate Ukrainian army, relentlessly pummeled by Russian artillery along the front line in Ukraine's separatists-controlled Donbas region, opened up old warehouses and dragged out a handful of gigantic, ex-Soviet cannons. Today those two S-7 self-propelled Howitzers with their gaping, 203mm diameter barrels by far are the most powerful guns in Ukrainian service. They can shoot as far as 30 miles, outdistancing most other tube artillery in and around Donbas. But there's a problem for Ukraine's gunners as a huge Russian force, 100,000 troops and 1,200 tanks, assembles right across the Russia-Ukraine border. The Russian army has its own two S-7s. They're more modern than Ukraine's own two S-7s are, and they're plugged into a faster fire control system. In a gun-on-gun fight, Russians' two S-7s undoubtedly are better. The two S-7 isn't that old by artillery standards. The tracked, open-hull howitzer and its accompanying support vehicle entered service with the Soviet Army in 1976. The type saw combat in Afghanistan in the 1980s and the Chechen Wars in the 90s. The Russians eventually put a lot of their roughly 300 two S-7s in storage. The Ukrainians did the same with the 100 or so two S-7s they inherited from the Soviet Union. While a 203mm gun packs a wallop, it's also heavy, slow to fire, hard to support and painfully loud for the 14-person crew. It's not for no reason that the US Army in the 1990s fully retired its own M110 203mm howitzers. But the fighting in Donbas starting in 2014 compelled the Ukrainian army to reactivate a lot of older equipment. The army pulled at least 13 two S-7s out of storage and sent them to the Shepativka repair plant in Rivne for overhaul. The giant guns can fire farther than most of guns in the separatist and Russian arsenals can do, giving them an advantage in counter-battery fights where artillery on both sides of a battle shoot at each other. European arms monitors have spotted several two S-7s on Kiev's side of the Donbas conflict. There's a problem for the Ukrainian gunners. The Russians still have two S-7s of their own. And they can fire faster and more accurately than the Ukrainian guns can do, owing to the sophisticated fire control system the Russians have developed in recent years. That system combines drones and ground-based radars and electronic eavesdroppers to spot targets and study radio links to relay coordinates to the guns. In brutal fighting over the town of Debaltseve in early 2015, Russian two S-7s and other big guns hammered Ukrainian troops. Ukrainians claimed that for every salvo they fired, they received 10 to 15 salvos in return, Small Wars Journal noted. Accounts of Ukrainian soldiers being targeted by artillery just seconds after being spotted by an unmanned aerial vehicle or after making use of their phones were numerous over the course of the battle. The Russians have warmed to the two S-7. An upgrade program for 60 of the guns, adding new digital electronics and other enhancements, ended last year. In 2017 the Kremlin began reconstituting defunct heavy artillery brigades to operate the modernized two S-7s. The Russian army now has more and better two S-7s than the Ukrainians have, in addition to enjoying a greatly superior overall fire control system. It's a safe bet that, if the Russians move west and widen their war in Ukraine, their huge howitzers will go along. It's not clear the Ukrainians' own big guns can stop them. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Rescues every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. He's doing the job every day.